Everybody, it's me. I think you know who I am by now. I'm just relaxing in bed. Not in bed, but just relaxing on the bed. I'm having some neuropathy in my feet, and so I'm just kind of relaxing them, putting them up. And I also had a soy incident. I'm allergic to soy, and I didn't know what I've been drinking the last 4 days for my coffee had soy in it, and a terrible stomach reaction. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you, those of you who've been watching, the cleansing I did on the house did seem to help a lot because there are actually some days there aren't any kibble or food items at all where I talked about there's no food moving around the kitchen. So whatever it was, um, might have gotten the idea. It's funny. That was the same spot where the angel were. This is an old thing, but it's on one of my earlier videos. But Bobby and I were just working in the kitchen in that corner, at the corner of the kitchen, and then the sink is to the left, and then the stove is to the right, and there's an angle and that corner. And we were talking about my angel. His name is Raphael, and I haven't seen him for a while. He hasn't come. But I've had a lot of angel experiences. And we were talking about the angel, and Bobby and I were both working in that corner. And we went back and forth. I was cooking and he was making something, or we might have been working on our bakery business when we had it. And we're talking about angels, and I went in the altar room for a minute, and I came back, and Bobby had gone down to sit down in his chair in the den, and there was an angel, little angel made out of a napkin. Well, to me, it looked like an angel. It was made out of a white paper napkin. It had little wings, a head, and a little body. And it was laying on I have a picture of it. I'll post a picture as soon as I have to go back into my picture files. It came out of nowhere. It wasn't there before because we both were working. I walked out of the room for 5 minutes and he went down to the den and I said, Bobby, come here, quick. And he always knows there's something when I say, come here, quick. I said, what does that look like to you? And he said, an angel? And he said, where did it come from? And I said, you tell me. I said, that wasn't here before. Or it was beautifully made. I kept it for a couple of years until it kind of fell apart. But I will post a picture of it. Um, anyway, and he said, it looks like an angel. And we had been talking about angels. And I said, I think my angel was here, and this is a little sign. So I gently picked it up, carefully carried it, and put it on my altar. So, like I said, I will post. So there are signs. You have to like look for them. And I want you also to know I did call TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, again. This time I actually got a person. Before I've left messages, I've left emails about Summer Wells. And I got a lady, a deputy, I think, and she said, sure, give me your information. I said, well, I said, you don't have any other, whatever. You have nothing. I said, so I'm a medium. And I heard there was a silence. She said, okay. And I said, well, I'd like to tell you what I've seen, what I've experienced. I've sent it in through email, and I've never gotten a response or anything that you even got it. I said, Summer was with me in my house. She communicated with me for 10 months. And she followed us around sometimes when we went down the beach. And she left signs. And I told the lady she was very nice, and she took everything down. It sounded like she was, And I told her about the gun that I saw, the pain in my abdomen, what I saw. She showed me and where she was. And I said, first, I said to her, okay, well, do you want to know where she is first, or do you want to know what happened? And she said, well, I guess where she is. And I described everything as best I could because I promised Summer that I would do this because I know she's going to be found on a tip. I saw the policeman come, the state trooper, standing in front of the well. I'm getting chills just talking about it. And he stepped between me and the well. The well was like new at the in that vision, and we were all alone. And I could see a vision is like real, like every day, like what you see. I could see the forest. I could see, and I felt a little creepy about the well because I kept expecting she would pop out of the well. And then the state trooper walked between me and the well. And normally, in reality, he could not have squeezed between me and the well because I was right up to it. But he did come, and I knew and I told her that. I told the deputy that she would be found through a tip, and she would be found by some sort of law enforcement or official person, because that's what Summer showed me. And she showed me there would be justice. She showed me a few times we went to the courtroom. She took me to the courtroom and she pointed at Donna Candace. And I told the lady that. I said, they did it. It was an accident, but they covered it up. And there was a pistol involved, and Hunter knows about it. And I know Allie's deceased now. I heard that. But those three women, the Allie, her mother, and her grandmother, all said when they were being interviewed on the lawn by, I think, Jonathan Ritchie or something, they said she's on that mountain. She's up in the corner of that mountain. And that's just where Summer showed me where she was. And I think they would know. So they have to go and redo it. And I said, you missed her. If you were there, you missed her the first time. She is waiting. I said, she's, whatever. I said, she may have been in my house. Sorry about the phone. I don't have it on the mic stand. But, so anyway, I was thinking maybe Summer's leaving the little things around the house, because when Summer was in contact with me, when she was in my house, she did something funny twice. And this is in my older videos. Excuse me, for water. Anyway, what she did was I was making a meatloaf, and I put turkey bacon on the top. I always do. I put ketchup on the top of the meatloaf, good sized meatloaf, and turkey ketchup, and then I put turkey bacon slices all along the top of the meatloaf because it just, it gets all crunchy and crispy and everything like that. And Bobby and I were the only ones in the house. And I had been checking on the meatloaf and checking on it to see how it was coming along. So I opened the oven. There's nobody in the house but us. And there's like 3 pieces of turkey bacon missing from the meatloaf. And you can see where the bacon was because you can see the indentation in the ketchup. And I said, Bobby, I said, did you take bacon off the turkey bacon? And he's not that type, and he's no prankster or anything like that. And he said, no, why? And I said, come here again. Come here, Bobby. I said, look at this. And he said, where's the bacon? And isn't there a commercial like that or something? But he said, where's the bacon? And I said, you tell me. I said, I don't know. I have no clue. There's bacon missing. We looked, and the dog does not go in the oven. So I think we had 2 dogs. We had Emma and Sam at the time, and maybe Muttley, but they don't go in the oven. And we were the only people in the house, and he didn't take it off, and I know I didn't take it off the bacon. And since Summer was in my in our house, I thought, I bet Summer did it. I bet she wanted to, to be known that she was there, and she made it disappear. And I said, oh, well, we'll just do without, or I said, I'll put some more on. I forget whether I had any more turkey bacon. Like, well, if she wants it, she can have it. So anyway, and then there was an incident with my husband's blue robe. Our daughter, well, my daughter, but his stepdaughter, Sarah, had given him a beautiful blue robe, a warm blue robe for his birthday, which is in March. And, or for Father's Day. I think it was Father's Day because it was out of season. And it was gorgeous, beautiful little checks. He wears it all the time in the winter. And she had, Sarah had given that during this time period to Bobby. And it was at the house, at our house. And it was such a nice gift. It was sweet, and it was something that he needed. He needed a nice robe. His robe was falling apart, but so I'm going through the laundry hamper one day, not long after that, and it had been hanging. The robe had been hanging in the back of the closet because I didn't want to keep it in a box; it would get musty. Hanging in the back to the right end of the closet, and it stayed there. It just was always there, and it was there for a couple months until the cold weather would come again. So not long after that, I'm doing the wash, and I'm collecting the clothes out of the hamper in our bedroom, like a couple feet from the closet, and the blue robe was in the hamper. And I said, I hadn't seen that blue robe for a while, and it wasn't time for it yet, and it was clean. Sarah just bought it. And I said, Bobby, come here, Bobby, again. Our guy. Anyway, I said, did you put the robe in the hamper? And he's like, no, I don't know where you put it. He said, you put it somewhere. I don't even know where you put it. And I said, it was hanging on the right hand side of the closet where the winter stuff is. Just, so it wouldn't get musty. And he said, I didn't touch it. And it was not on top, it was down a little ways, like about halfway down the laundry basket. And of course, this was another mystery. And I said, you know what I think? So I washed it and I hung it back up. And it was like Summer was saying, I know it was Summer. She was saying, I want Bobby to have the robe ready for him when it gets cold. The weather gets cold. So that was another experience that we could not explain how that happened. And I'm not prone to having like, sleepwalking and zombie experiences. Neither is he. And I said, oh, well, we were just saying, oh, well, it happened again. And so that was nice of Summer. She was considerate. And I told Sarah about it. And she said, oh, well, that was nice, that she did that. She knows all about that. She grew up with it and everything like that, so she understands. Duffy says she's scared of it. My oldest, she's afraid of it, and she doesn't even want to talk about it because she had one bad experience and whatever. But Sarah kind of, whatever. So that was another experience with Summer, and I will get the angel picture. It looked just like an angel, and I took two pictures of it, and I don't know how it got there because we had just been there. So I'm thinking maybe the kibble, you know, came from maybe Summers here, and she's reminding me of my promise that I would get through, and I'm gonna call again. And it said she'd be found when the leaves were dead on the ground. They were brown, and um I don't know whether they're going to do another search or they've given up searching. I really don't know. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say. The demon that was here, we haven't, I think it's gone. It's totally gone. And I got a new neurologist. The neurologist that was there when the demon first appeared. And I said I had an encounter at his office where his eyes turned black and this thing was standing in front of me. And then the thing followed. Anybody who doesn't watch these videos doesn't know what the heck I'm talking about, but we had a demon encounter in the house after a doctor's visit with. So I got a new neurologist because he didn't do the treatment right that I get, and besides, we were both, Bobby and I were kind of relieved. I said, I think it's best this way because I don't really want to go back to somebody who's attracting demons, and we don't need that. We don't need that drama. So anyway, I think that's it for now. I'm just trying to feel a little better. Tomorrow's house potting plants, and Bobby and I are going to work together outside. Hopefully, my neuropathy and my tummy will feel better. So anyway, I love you all, and hi, Amy. Thanks for writing such sweet notes, and we'll talk again, and just want to feel better. And happy Memorial Day weekend. Be safe, and I hope you all have a great time, and I love you. Bye.